Welcome, gentlemen. Before I get into the extension of my thoughts on the so-called apology given by Sharon Osbourne, and lacking from the rest of the hosts, I wanted to bring you some news about Sharon Osbourne herself. Right off the desk of Uncle Byrne from Chapin's Inferno, Sharon Osbourne is taking a break from the talk. Yep, that's right. It seems that our complaints have gotten to her, probably. I'm hoping that's the case. But the link for that will be in the description via AOL. 1 down and 4 to go. Now, getting into my extension, I didn't want to make another video this soon on the same topic, but I felt I should clarify my statements in the last video. You know, the ones about job well done and the lot. Don't get me wrong, fellas, I agree with everything you cats are saying in the comments section. But what I meant by job well done is we forced them to acknowledge and address us. Even if the apology wasn't sincere, you could tell they were forced to respond in an apologetic fashion. Now, brothers, I tell you this now. You will never get a sincere apology from these women. They already went on live TV joking about it and having a jolly good time. They thought it was perfectly acceptable to do so. It is embedded into their big empty heads that they were in the right. There's even a clip that was posted on A Voice for Men today showing before the show, Sharon Osbourne was talking about cutting off somebody's penis and throwing it down the garbage disposal before the show in an interview. That's what they think. What they thought, what you saw on that show, the first video that I played or that I made on that show, is what they really believe.
I was really, really disappointed at him for being so horribly disrespectful and deceitful. To do that in your own home. He can do whatever he wants in hotels and when he's on the road, whatever, knock yourself out. But you don't disrespect your family by doing it in your own home. To me, it's just unthinkable.
What would you have said? If
I'd chop his off. Arnold's would have been down that disposal unit spinning round. That's where it would be, and I'd make her clean it up.
I do not condone genital mutilation, and I didn't mean any harm by laughing about it.
What would you have said? If
I'd chop his off. Arnold's would have been down that disposal unit spinning round. That's where it would be, and I'd make her clean it up. That mop would have been wrapped around her head.
But I digress. Getting back to the so-called apology video. Step back and analyze that video, though. They were forced to make that their first topic of the entire video. And if you look around the table, they were not happy about it. The one girl that started for Sharon sounded like she had an attitude about the situation. You know, and this is the reason I claimed a victory. They were forced to do what they didn't want to do. And to me, that in and of itself is precious. But I want to close with the fact that I didn't expect a sincere apology at all. Not in the least bit. Hell, I didn't even expect to hear a response at all. Even with a failed attempt at an apology. But nothing happens overnight. In a perfect world, we would have gotten the apology we wanted. But this world ain't perfect. But the sheer fact that we made them take several steps back, while we paced forward several steps, is progress. That, gentlemen, is the key. Progress. And that's what we have done. So let's keep it up and continue to scrutinize stupidity on this level. Continue, sending complaints to anti-male materials in the same volume and time we did with this incident. We will see more and more misandry-filled TV shows and commercials start fading away as we have since our movement began. For example, that Verizon commercial where the daughter is meant to make the father look stupid and the mother is bossing him around telling him what to do. Yeah, we had that pulled. But that concludes my extensions of my thoughts on the so-called apology that was given. Actually, no, before I leave with this video, I have another present for you. Another crew laughing at the case of Catherine Q's husband getting his penis chopped off and throwing it in the garbage disposal. Seems like a lot of women out there just think it's just so darned funny. And for this link, we thank user, I believe his name is either Zumba or Zimba Zumba.
Unless you want
Can we please do our last story, you guys? We're running out of time. We're running out of time, and we have to do this one. There's a new Lorena Bobbitt in town. Now, the garbage disposal is what really gets me in this story. But you know what? I'm kind of surprised that we don't see more Lorena Bobbitts out there, that we don't hear about stories like this more often. I just figure that there would be more women, angry women, chopping off more penises.
Why are you encouraging this?
I'm not encouraging
This is a horrific story.
We all
It's
know that a
uncomfortable
woman
for me to
scorned
stand
is an
here.
ugly thing. I'm surprised there aren't more penises being thrown in the garbage disposal.
I think one interesting stat out about this story today is the amount to which men seem a lot more affected by it. Just the men in our office have been really disturbed by the press attention this has gotten.
It's absolutely horrific, and frankly, I just want to leave because I just don't want to talk about this. It hurts me. It hurts me deep in my soul.
I'll stop laughing at the possibility of the misery of many men out there. All right, guys, thanks for joining me.